Hello, cubers, and welcome to another Vintage CUBE Draft here on Magic the Online. The newest iteration of the Vintage Cube. Got some interesting new additions, some pretty big changes. Pack 1, nothing exciting. I think I'm just going to take like a Ledger Shredder or Delighted Halfling. Hierarch, maybe. I'm actually just going to take a Halfling, I think. We get past a Mox Jet. Okay. So I'm assuming the person to our right opened like a Black Lotus or Time Walk or something. I mean, Lion's Eye is really strong. I don't think I'm taking it over Mox Jet, but Lion's Eye is much stronger than it used to be. Got a lot of combos with it. Some solid blue cards here. Preordained Seal, Vendilion Click, all great. Council's Judgment's powerful. Of course, we have a Flooded Strand. Cards we can maybe get back are like Tracker. If nobody's in lands, we can maybe get Scape Shift and try to do like Valakut stuff. I don't know yet if that's actually good, but it's interesting. Let's take a Mox Jet and move it along. So now we passed some good blue, but there's a Mystic Confluence here. I like Oracle too. Knight, there's a big lands matter deck that's been included. There's domain cards. There's a lot more kind of land graveyard, land ETB stuff. So I think Knight is a little bit better than it used to be. But that being said, Oracle may also be slightly bumped up too. I generally like Oracle a little bit more, unless I already have stuff like Strip Mine or Dark Depths combo. So I don't mind taking Oracle here, following up Delighted Halfling. Tarmogoyf is fine. Confluence is probably the strongest card, but I don't mind snagging an Oracle. Okay, another great blue card here, Ponder. I mean, I think Ponder is just like so much better than Augur or Weatherseed Treaty. I don't know though. I'm kind of glad that Weatherseed's getting its time in the sun though. I love this card in DMU draft. I'm not sure how good it actually is in this cube. I'm tempted to just take Ponder. I know we passed some good blue. Like, it wouldn't be that crazy to take, like, Weatherseed and try to wheel Bring to Light. Yeah, maybe I'll just jump into this domain deck. So I can take Ramanop here, or I could take, like, a Volcanic Island. Feels like the duels are pretty important in these decks, but I think Ramanop's also pretty unique and important. Chariot's strong, but it's just a 4-drop beater at the end of the day. I think I'm going to take Ramanop and kind of be sad that I'm passing Volcanic Island. Seems like blue is pretty open, but I mean the green is also open, it's just blue's probably more powerful, if we're being real. I'm going to take the Excavator. So now we get a Titania, Teferi, Snapcaster. Yeah, the blue has been really strong going this way. But we're getting good green stuff too. So we have a Lotus Cobra, which is great with fetches. Or like multiple, like fast bond exploration type stuff. It's also good with like multicolor things, which we seem to be kind of headed in that direction. But Titania is really strong with like Ramanop and Zuranorb kind of stuff. So 3 green cards that kind of go not in different directions necessarily, but definitely have different strengths. I'm going to take Titania and move it along. Usually I would take the cheaper card there. I'd take a Raphalos or a Lotus Cobra, but Titania has a pretty unique effect, and it can win the game in combination with Zuranorb. And if we get like an Urza Saga or something, it's not that hard to get Zuranorb out. And you don't even really need anything that fancy to win with Titania necessarily. You can just kind of sack whatever lands you have and make enough 5/3s to win in a lot of cases. So here we have Absence Pilgrim, Outland Liberator, but I think I'm going to take a scrub land. Go ahead and grab one of these duels while we're not passing much. Yeah. I think Pilgrim would probably be fine, but we'll take a duel while we can get it. It is unfortunate that we had to pass for Fellows and Lotus Cobra. If it was a different day, I might take Cobra or Fellows. It's just kind of personal preference, I guess. So here I think I slam Prismatic Vista. I don't think it's very close at all. It's a fetch land for Titania. It fixes for domain stuff. And it's a land that we can easily recur with Excavator to get all of our basics out. So even though we might not have a ton of basics by the end of the draft, depending on how many duels we get, duels and fetches and stuff, I think it's still a slam dunk here. The brain freeze for whoever's getting that Lion's Eye. Tamio's pretty good too. I like Tamio. Now we have Golgari Rot Farm. We can start trying to do like spelunking stuff. Not much else here. I mean, I guess Thought Scour kind of works with Excavator. I'll take the Rot Farm though. I guess Tameshi might be something, but okay. We rolled a couple good blue cards. Somebody took the like Preordain or whatever was here. Escape to the Wilds I love. I kind of want to grab this Scape Shift though and try to do some Valakut stuff, and it works pretty well with Titania. Escape is just a significantly better card in general though. But I'm going to try to get some shenanigans going. Indatha Triumph. Manamorphose, Tarmogoyf, yeah. Shake the Triumph. Wield the Augur. What else was in this pack? I think this was the Excavator pack. Or Weatherseed or something. Whatever. Wield the Chariot. Also wield Exploration. Yeah, I think Exploration is worth it. Alright, pack number 2. What do we got? Birds of Paradise, Endurance. Delayed Blast, Fireball is pretty cool. Jace is good. Unctus is a new one. Okay, sort of a Grand Architect type thing. Oh, right, it's even in the name. Yeah, it's just easy Misty, I think. It doesn't get any of our, like the blue side doesn't get any like blue duels or anything, but gets Indatha Triumph, and it's a fetch for Titania and whatnot. So I'm going to snag that over the Birds or Endurance. Could wheel one of these. Well, I said I wasn't a Chariot deck, but I might be taking Questing Beast here just because there's not much else. Inti's pretty strong, but once again, that's kind of a creature combat based card, and we're not exactly going that direction. There's Coveted Jewel. I could just take a Proving Ground. Maybe Proving Ground's the best. Rallier. There's probably some combos with this. But I'm just going to take the land. Past the Questing Beast. I normally love Questing Beast in green decks, but like I said, this one seems a little different. Just going to want the land a little bit more, I think. Alright, there's a Strip Mine. I think I got to slam that. There's Spelunking and Wayfinder, which would be fine. Tundra would be pretty good. But I got to slam the Strip Mine here. We already have Ramanop. Works great with Titania too. Now we have a Mana Leak. A Nature's Claim is back in the cube. Interesting. Then we have Xander's Lounge. I think I just take another Triumph. This really makes it to where any domain cards we see from here on are going to be really good. Because we have a Misty that can get Proving Ground, Indatha, and Xander's Lounge. For whatever we need. We're not passing much either, which is nice. There's a Dark Depths, which could come into play with like Scape Shift stuff and whatever else, but I think I just take the Triumph. We don't necessarily need Dark Depths. And then, you know, we're passing Mana Leak, I think is probably the next best card. Whew. Some killer red cards here. Lightning Bolt, Lelia. It's pretty hard to pass. But I could just take another Triome. I don't hate that. Lelia is super strong. This is really good too. I'm gonna take the Triome though, as much as it pains me. Okay, Life from the Loam, Sentinel Iteration. Hedron Crab is kind of interesting. I think I actually take Life from the Loam. I don't care too much about Sentinel. Iteration could be good. We have the fixing for it. Yeah, I think it's between Iteration and Life. I'm gonna take the Life. Now we get Fatal Push, Hearse. I think it's just Hearse, either for the board or whatever. Really strong card against graveyard synergy stuff. Don't think we want an oddity. Same reason I didn't really take Questing Beast or Chariot. Fatal Push is good. I could definitely see taking that. Fire Ice is good. But I'm going to snag the Hearse while we got it. Natural Order. Ooh, but I know Court is really strong too. You become the Monarch and then you can throw counters on all your creatures. Natural Order is pretty strong, but we don't have a big target for it yet. And Court's just going to be good either way. Not that we're heavy creatures, but if you just have any amount of creatures, it's going to be great, I think. Methinks. Delayed Blast Fireball to Fairy. I mean, Reclamation works pretty well with like land stuff. We have a ton of 3-drops already. I'm gonna take the Fairy, I think. Pretty good top end card. Might not end up playing it, but we'll see. Got a Bivouac. I guess Rallier could be something. Wield both the green lands cards here. It's probably just Wayfinder. We have the Rot Farm for the Spelunking. But that's about it. I think I just take Wayfinder. It's really good with Strip Mine. Nature's Claim for the board. Sure. Horizon Canopy is good too with Titania. But I think having Nature's Claim is solid. Definitely going to need a lot of help in Pack 3. I'm a little disappointed with Pack 2. This is not a functional deck yet, so we're going to need some help. Yeah, I think I just take Ugin here. I mean, I might play it. Not that we're ramping very hard, but like if we strip mine people and then just end up with a bunch of lands, you know, fetching out all the basics and whatever else with our fetches and ramen up. Hit, you know, Weatherseed Treaty and whatnot. Might be enough for an Ugin. Alright, we get another Mox, pretty lucky. It's unfortunate that we're getting double Mox in a deck that doesn't seem to be doing anything yet, but it's got something going on. It's trying to do something. I do think I made a slight mistake because I'm kind of combining the land graveyard synergy stuff with like the domain stuff. I think the domain deck is actually more aggro, like Wild Nacatl, Territorial Kavu, Tribal Flames type stuff, and Shoba Brawler, in which, you know, Questing Beast and Chariot and all that would be great. So I may have made a slight error in draft judgment there. Taking a bunch of lands for domain and then taking all the like Scape Shift combo land cards. But snag a Mox Pearl here. Everything will be fine. There's an Atraxa. It's pretty castable in this deck. But there's also Crucible and Scalding Tarn. I mean, I think it's probably got to be Crucible. This is a tough one. I want a lot of the cards in this deck, or in this pack. Attracts would be great. Library would be great. I think I have to slam Crucible, but I really want Scalding Tarn too. Scalding Tarn would be so good here. It gets, I think, most of our duels and stuff. At least like half of them. And you know, it's just another fetch for Ramanop and Titania stuff. Valakut Exploration. But Crucible's got to be it, I think. Unless I guess you could argue that maybe there's a chance it wheels. Scalding Tarn's probably not going to, like, there's no way Scalding Tarn wheels, right? Soul of Windgrace could be good. Just solid creatures taking advantage of 5 colors. None more elves. Sai is a pretty powerful card, but not in this deck. And then, of course, there's Emrakul. Simic Growth Chamber. I mean, I could just take a soul, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a little better than Growth Chamber. Astral Dragon. Cool. It's a cool one. Not sure how good it is, but it's cool. Alright. So we could take another Triumph. There's also Arboreal Grazer and Field of the Dead. Peatland would be fine. Plateau, Triumph, yeah. Maybe it's just Field of the Dead. Have another way to make something that wins the game. But I could see Grazer being it too. Yeah, I guess Field of the Dead's kind of like a backup Valakut in a way. It's a little harder to pull off though. So not nearly as impactful. It's sort of like the empty the Warrens to the Tendrils in Storm. Just making a bunch of tokens instead of just killing them. Badlands. Uro. It's probably got to be Uro. We need actual spells. We still need like 6 or 7 playables. Battlesphere is not bad either. But I think it's just Uro. Kaito? Nah, Kaito's not very good here. Safekeeper, Sail. If I had Fast Bond, I'd be more likely to play Sail. It's probably just Safekeeper. Alright, now we got Sanctuary. That's about it. I mean, could play like Brainstorm or Whisper. I don't really think Karn's doing anything. I don't know, Sanctuary's not doing anything either. Whatever. Tribal Flames, Dryad. Yeah, I guess we take Tribal Flames. I don't know. I mean, Dryad's pretty good too. Yeah, actually, maybe Dryad's better. 1,000,000 3-drops, but take Kavu now. Oh, we did see Sword. Oh, wait, no, we saw Sword in the last pack. I think. I guess we take Ogier. We don't really have that many creatures, though. We just need playables. I can't really take another land. We have like 13 mana producers here. We're sitting on like 21 if we play all these. I think I just need a random creature. Not the best spot. Growth Chamber, sure. Grazer, okay. Fine. Yeah, okay. This deck is not good. Do we need Hedron Crab for anything? I guess it's something. We could end up milling our opponent out. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. This is this is gonna be a flop. It's gonna be the worst double Mox deck I've ever drafted. It's not completely horrendous, but it's not good. It's 3-drop City over here. Is Rallier better than like Hearse or Claim? Probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna run with this. It's possible I should just be playing another land instead of something like Hearse. Because so much of our stuff relies on like land drops. Just play another basic of a different type. Sure. Why not? Let's run it. Round 1. Coming at you up against Durdler. Hopefully they durdle enough for us to do something. Okay. The Durdler finished durdling elsewhere. And showed up for the game, so here we are. We have a couple 3-drops. Safekeeper, Titania. We're on the draw. I think I can keep this. Has a green source. Has some cards we could potentially play eventually. So it's not the best hand, but I think I can keep it. But maybe this deck I'm supposed to just mulligan until I try to hit whatchamacallit. Strip mine. Okay. Not great bouncing a tap land, of course, but it's what we had to work with. Tracker into land. Pretty good. Mm-hmm. I think I'll be able to jump for some more later. Seems like they have a counterspell up. I could just go for Augur instead of Oracle, but let's go for it. Got stuff we can play. Triumph is good. Lounge is good. Skeep shift, okay. Well, we have the Titania. But we don't actually have a lot of lands out because of the Growth Chamber, Rot Farm, bounce and stuff. So we could just throw the exploration down. Okay, I'll jump now. Don't want to go too low. Okay. What do you name? Time warp. Uh-oh. They did not get it. They do have a Mox Ruby, though. Devoted Druid. Okay. So we draw Scape Shift, hit a Celestia Sanctuary with a bunch of tap lands. Cool. I think instead of playing Sanctuary, I just go Exploration into land, Titania. Then we can threaten to sack everything with Safekeeper. This doesn't affect my stuff, it just makes them... I can't make them discard or sack permanents. Green, green. Yeah, I think this works okay. Oh, nice. Exile Mox. Yeah, I guess I'll play that instead of hitting him for 2. So I could Scape Shift for 6 and then hit him for like 7 damage with Exploration, but I think I just Titania. Can even play around, oh, I guess I should... Oh wait, I can't... This doesn't trigger if I don't have a land, right? So I can't like put the trigger on and then sack while it's out. Okay. Well, you got 1 crack at a time warp. And then I'm coming for you. Time warp again. They do not get it. They've been a mana leak to fairy. Couple lands. Okay. Try to draw into it. Ooh. Okay. That doesn't actually do that much. Any other tricks? Okay, I guess I go for it here. Might as well. It is funny that once it gets Shroud, I can't target I can't target it again, so it's good that we're making tokens. I can retarget those. Moving and grooving. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 15, 17, 18. Okay, it doesn't change the mana cost. Exploration will kill them if they don't have interaction. So they pump the tracker. Unless they have something. Okay. If they do this, they'll... Unless they have like Solitude, which I doubt. Okay, just cracking clues. Okay. GG. Yes, nice. Cool. Yeah, if they had some weird interaction, it could have been bad there, but worked out. So Bant, I mean, kind of similar to what we're doing in a couple ways. It's green based, obviously, but they're looking for a time warp. They didn't name time walk, so I'm glad they don't have a time walk in the deck. Time warp is much easier to manage. Still a good card though. Seems like Hearse would be pretty good to bring in against a Tameo time warp type deck. Didn't see much use for Nature's Claim. Don't think we need like Pyro or anything. Bring in Hearse though. I think I keep Crab in. I mean, milling stuff when they have a Tameo is not great, but milling stuff when we have a Hearse is good. Could just cut like Weatherseed maybe. Okay. It's keepable. It's nothing spectacular, but it's okay. I think I start with Ketria Triumph. Could start with Field of the Dead, but I think getting more colors out sooner is better. Vista. Not bad. Mm-hmm. So next turn I could go like Plains or Vista. I guess I could just go Vista, and that way we have a land no matter what. I was gonna say we could play an untapped land and then cycle into the Triumph so that we have something to get back with Wayfinder. But we can just get back to Vista and not have to spend our mana. Just play Safekeeper or something. Okay. Well, I guess we're not getting in with Wayfinder. It's unfortunate. Playing so many tap lands, it's kind of a little bit nerve-wracking to try to figure out what you're going to need in a couple turns. You know, make sure you play the right one. I think we can jam Field of the Dead here because I might be cycling the Triumph. We already have another white source for Teferi. Okay, 5-drop here. Looks like they missed a land drop maybe. Or they're just being goobers. No attacks, okay. Island. Okay, I mean that would have been nice instead of the island, but can't have it all. I guess I should maybe play the island in case I need to sack a land to give Shroud. Also probably shouldn't play the Pearl in the face of green, like Terrace Under and whatnot. But if they have Terrace Under and they use it on a Mox, I think that's fine with me. So next turn, I could go to Fairy and like tuck the Nissa maybe. But we're gonna have a hard time dealing with Tracker and land to protect the Fairy. So maybe I'm supposed to just go Ogier. Because it blocks pretty well. They missed one land drop, so there's no guarantee that they hit another one next turn to pump up the Tracker some more. So it is possible that we end up being able to block it. Well, Oko's a different story. See if they go for something of mine, if they just make a food. Because they can make me like sack a land or something. Give Shroud. But right now, I mean, I kind of just want a 3-3. It protects Teferi better. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. You got me. Let Teferi get countered. Leak. Remand. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, I should have attacked with a Wayfinder. What am I doing? What am I doing here? They tapped out. I'm just going to take 1,000,000 damage for no reason. I could have threatened to kill Oko. Like trade or something. They probably wouldn't trade. That was very dumb. Big time punt. I just kind of resigned that Wayfinder was never going to attack again. So I'm like sitting here with a perfect opportunity. But now Oko's gonna be protected for forever now. Just slam in for 1,000,000. No attack with Tracker. Interesting. I mean, if they have Time Warp, I'm dead. They finally got the time warp. Well done. Yep. Man, if I had a Wrath, imagine. And they'd still have 3 Planeswalkers, but it'd be funny. What am I even trying to draw here? They have time warp. Like, we're just dead. Did I win last game? I hope I did. I think I did. You have a Hull Breacher? Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, back on the play. We need to see this little fella here. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen Crucible. We haven't seen Ramanop. We haven't seen Strip Mine. I mean, Titania did her work in the first game, but need the other players to pull their weight. I think we roll back with this. There's the Crucible. We have Scape Shift Titania. But they showed us Mana Leak and Remand, which is not great for our big plays here. I feel like we can probably do better, but Crucible Misty, pretty good with Titania. I think I can keep this, as long as we end up hitting another land. It's not my favorite hand, but it'll do. I guess I get like Ketria Triumph. Yeah. Okay, it's a good draw. I mean, I'd probably prefer a land, but not the worst draw. God damn, carry it, dude. 2 mana 0-3, just ruining my world. Good lord. No plays. Alright. I mean, I kind of want to go Uro instead of Crucible, since we drew a land. It's not as big of a deal if it gets countered. Oh, okay. You got me. Yep, that's lame. I was hoping it was just like a counter spell or something. Maybe they tapped the carry did. There's not really any like 4 mana counters besides Cryptic. Tracker, land, yep. Well, their hand was much better than mine. Looks like they still have counterspell up. If it's Mana Leak, I don't want to play Titania, but if it's Remand, I don't really mind. I'm never going to be able to play around it, though. It's the problem. Like, they're not going to, I don't think they're going to tap out. They got Treasure, a bunch of mana. Maybe it's wrong. But like, what am I doing if I don't play Titania? Like, nothing. I've got fuck all to do. All right, no counter. Go ahead. Okay. So we can go get Xander's Lounge or Indothatrium. I guess we just get like Lounge. I don't know. Maybe we just get more green. Okay. Tamyo. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good turn. See if they get what they're looking for. Are they gonna name Time Warp for the fourth time? The fourth warp. They name Oko and they miss. Okay. Just take the lands, I guess. Yeah, let's get the green source. Mountain. Okay, so now we have 6 lands. We can sack to Scape Shift. Is that going to be enough? I mean, we get the lands back this time. It's not like with the other thing where we risk a lot more. Could also Life from the Loam, the Misty, and then play that, fetch, get another elemental. Or I could just play Crucible. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it's got to be better. We get screwed by days in that point. Is it worth getting messed up by days? I don't think they have days, but I'm not going to risk it. Life from the Loam's actually not bad to get in the yard either, because we can start dredging for Uro. I guess I should make sure that I actually have enough lands to go get. I think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're fine. So I guess I actually get island so that I can go get a forest with the scape shift. Because I don't want to run out of green sources. Okay, mine. Field. Forest. Sanctuary, lounge. 3, 4, 5. Rot farm. Go ahead. We haven't won yet. I probably could have played that last turn better because I think we could have gotten strip mine if I'd remembered that I could bounce. I wouldn't have played my land yet. Then we could have gotten strip mine and blown something up. Maybe at that point we weren't playing around days though, which is kind of what I was doing. What did they name? Time warp, and they missed. Okay. Okay, they have 2 mana. I think we're good. GG. That was a cool one. Yeah, I think I could have played that a little bit better, but overall went pretty well. Round 2 action is live up against Lopsided. Play first, yes. Okay, we have a Mox, but no turn 1 play, unfortunately. Can go turn 2 Ramanop for whatever that's worth. I think it's a keep. Oh wait, no, I guess we can't go turn 2 Ramanop. We can go turn 2 Arboreal Grazer. I'm going to not play the jet yet. Oh, that's probably a better play. Yeah, because I only have 1 more land, so Grazer doesn't make sense. Temple Garden pass, okay. Titania. Alright, let's just attack, I guess. This is awkward. I mean, I think I put it out, but actually, wait. I think I put it in the graveyard and then I don't use the ability. Because I want to actually play the Ramanop. I could do it where I get the thing and then I bounce the land and then replay the land. We get ahead on lands that way. But I think getting the Ramanop out is a little bit better. Could be wrong on that. That was a little awkward, but we got there. But like I could have just let the Deep Root get the Growth Chamber, bounce the land, replay it, and then play like Safekeeper. That may have been just as good, if not better. Because we get this land out, we can guarantee we play Titania next turn. It's not like we're really doing anything with Ramanop either, so I guess that was a little bit of a punt. Sure, that works. Just gets 1 removal spell away from Titania. Crucible, eh? It's not bad. It's not bad. I guess I'm going to make the same mistake and attack first and hit like a sanctuary or growth chamber, or a rot farm. Field the dead. Yeah, I'll take that. Getting lucky here. So we have Titania next turn, but we need to find like a fetch land or strip mine, ideally. It might have actually been incorrect to play the lounge. We got like a channel, or what is this? What could it be? Lotus Cobra, okay. Land into 3-drop. Liliana would be annoying, yeah. Felt like a lily. I mean, we have Titania, so I guess I just sack the Wayfinder. At this point, it's gotten all the use I can ask for. So if I play the land now, it gets me another 5/3. But if I wait, I can play Proving Ground, have more mana next turn. But I don't think that's super relevant. Is there any point to Life from the Loam here? Not really. I think we just go for big old 5/3s. See if that works. I guess like a Damnation would be bad. Yawgmoth. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. GG. That worked out pretty well. I mean, playing against opponents that don't have instant speed interaction for Titania, it's going to work out nice if we get the Safekeeper. Liliana is a bit of an issue because we can't protect with Safekeeper, but shouldn't be too bad. Something to be aware of. They could be reanimating, especially if they have a Lily. So Hearse could be something. Yeah, I feel like I should bring Hearse in for something. I'm not sure what. A 1-land lounge hand. Can't keep that, I don't think. Even if you told me there was a forest on top, it'd be a little sketchy. Okay, it's acceptable. Wayfinder really likes being on my opening hand. Strip Mine, not so much. But can't really complain. Dryad or Augur? I guess I'd pitch the Augur. Since we have Oracle. I could pitch the Oracle. Okay. Ugh. Yuck. We have excavator, but it's very bad. Soul, not a very good draw right now. We're gonna get wrecked by this trap breaker. Great, Mox Pearl. I mean, it'll play one thing. Question is, do we go ahead and play it now? I'm playing Dryad in the face of Trap Breaker. It doesn't make sense. I guess it would flip back into that Liberator, and then they'd have to sack it. Yeah, let's go for it. Just kind of use it as bait, essentially. Because if they kill the Dryad, then that means our Pearl survives. We can play Excavator. If they blow up the Pearl, we can play Wayfinder. It's not obvious that I don't have another land in hand. Bowmasters is okay. At least we're not a deck that cares too much about drawing cards. There are no draw sevens and obs on, so. Oh. Dang. Well, hopefully they don't have some big play here. Yeah, they go for the Mox. Makes sense. They did it before they tapped Cradle, though, so maybe that's good for me. Cradle push. They should have attacked first, huh? If they were going to push. Or no, they had to, I guess they had to lose a permanent. Strip Mine, Wayfinder. Yeah, that's pretty good. I could get rid of their other black source, but I guess Gaia's Cradle representing 3 mana is better. But their double black means Lily, which is kind of a problem. They didn't have anything big to play last turn, so I'm actually going to go for the black. Could be incorrect here, but I don't want to fight a Lily till we get more lands. I just have another swamp. That sucks. They might not have the Lily, but it just feels like they do. Reanimate Dryad. Okay. So now everything taps for everything. Need a black. Gotta Vindicate. Oh. Something large. Yeah, I mean, I should probably just go for Cradle. It just felt like, whatever. They didn't even need the Cradle mana. Okay, well, our Wayfinder's not getting in, but at least we're not completely dead. Block there takes 7. Like block Bowmasters take 8. It's funny that Dryad gives them forests and plains to sack. They wouldn't have them otherwise. Just swamps and a Cradle. God, imagine if I blew up Cradle. They don't get any of this. I was too worried about a Lily. I don't even know if that's the correct block, but I think we're pretty dead. I don't have a way to come back from this. Okay, game 3. They showed us a Flesh Gorger. I don't think it's worth bringing a Nature's Claim in. We could bring in those here again on the play. I think Hearse is definitely good. We saw Reanimate. Could cut something else though. I haven't seen Court or Treaty yet. Not a big deal, but I wonder if Soul's even worth it. Probably. I say, is it worth it? I wouldn't like I have anything in the board to bring in. Just submit. Play first, yes. Go get. Ooh, do we have a basic island? Yeah, I do. I do indeed. Might just be better to get a forest though. Power out the Titania faster. But yeah, I mean, I probably should have just taken Hedron Crab out. Either way, it's a keep. Let's pretend that Hedron Crab isn't there. I mean, once I get like a Crucible or Ramanop out with Titania, I don't really mind milling. But I don't want to mill my like key pieces and just have nothing to do. Because I don't have recursion for creatures. Don't have like a regrowth, Tameo, Ewit, that kind of stuff. Let's go, I think we still just go forest. Crab just isn't going to do anything for a few turns. Hierarch, okay. Can't play Augur. This doesn't tap for green for Augur. No attacks. Really bad if they have a wasteland here. Don't do it. Yeah, these like bounce land things are really bad against wasteland. It's actually, it wouldn't be incorrect to take a couple out, I think. Because they were horrendous against wasteland. Okay, safe for now. Let's see if they have the Liliana. Bitter Triumph, okay. Fair enough. They have the Reanimate? Not yet. Unfortunately, once again, we have to play land first. But I think we go Augur. Yep. Okay. If we miss a Wasteland and a Reanimate, that would be clutch. Oh, Animate dead. Okay. Yep. The fact that it has Menace too is pretty bad, even with Titania. Xander's Lounge. That doesn't help me very much. I feel like I have to get Titania down. Only untapped source. I don't have basic forest anymore, so getting Vista doesn't sound as appealing. I think I just get rainforest and then get a triland. You have endurance? Seems like they have endurance. Figuring out what to pitch. That's pretty bad. The good news is they have to pitch 2 cards here. The bad news is we don't get a 5/3. We take 6 damage. But we do have Safekeeper next turn, so if they endurance here and they don't have removal to follow it up, we're still in okay shape. We have a Dryad on top. Yeah, I mean, if they kill our Titania, we're pretty dead. So, if this is endurance, hopefully at least they don't have removal to follow up. Okay, now it feels like they're just... Okay. I was like, are they just AFK now? I was pretty sure it was an endurance. Yep. You got me. It is actually relevant that they go to the bottom of the library too, instead of being exiled, since we have Scape Shift. Okay, no Wasteland is good. Although I guess it wouldn't be as bad with Titania out, but still not ideal. Oh. Attack first, slam for 7. I could double block and try to trade, but that seems like a disaster. This feels like removal. Oh, Liberator. Okay. Okay. So they still have a 6/5 Menace Lifelink, 7/6 on attacks. But we can make a few 5/3s here. Crucible on top. Oh, I'm a dummy. Actually, milling isn't that good. Still play Crab as a jumper. Yeah, might as well. Okay, we get 4 5/3s. And then we got nothing to do but block and attack. See if that's enough. Pretty dead to like a Toxic Deluge, I guess. Okay. Yeah, they roll in. I guess I should make a 3rd and just triple block in case they have removal. Okay, you have a reanimate. Reanimate. Not going to sack the rot farm on end step. They're at 27. We don't have that much pressure. And I want to play Crucible and at least get one land back out before they blow it up with Liberator. And they can't see what's on top because of Augur. It's not like Oracle and Courser. So they don't know I have Crucible coming. Got Exhume. Paying a cost of some sort. They already played Bitter Triumph, so Collective Brutality maybe? They could go for the Elemental. Oh. Blow that up. Target player mills 3. Return a land, get draw land. Okay. I can't do anything about that. So I guess we can't play Crucible. At that point, I think I just sacked the rot farm then. Or I guess I could wait. Maybe I'm supposed to wait. Would they return peatland? Yeah. So I could get another 5/3. That's probably what I'm supposed to do. At 27. I mean, but if there's a land on top, I can play with Augur. We don't actually have that many untapped lands, though. I'm just going to go for it. All in, baby. Haha, Sanctuary. Alright, so I can sack it in response to the bounce. It's pretty good. And I want to get him with Safekeeper, too, so I'm actually going to... there's no... I can play another land. There's no point in doing it, though, because we can't untap it. I guess hold control. Do this here. I guess I mill myself. Don't really want to mill them. Mill the Pearl, Lounge Plains. So they eat Safekeeper. Take 7, 9, 19. Is it worth attacking with Safekeeper? Probably not. Because they're not incentivized to block any other creatures, so no point just giving them a free thing. Okay, you have Toxic. Or are we done here? I guess Flesh, if they have Reanimate for Flesh Gorger, but that knocks them down to 1. GG. That was cool. We've ended a few games now with no lands. Round number 3. The finals of the first pod. Up against Shindy. We get to play first. Once again. Okay, we finally get a hand with Strip Mine. But I don't think we're going to be able to Strip Mine turn... I mean, obviously not going to be able to Strip Mine turn 1. That's okay. It does kind of, reveal that we have it, but I think that's fine. It's not a very fast hand, but it does have stuff. I mean, we can Life from the Loam, Strip Mine, play it twice with Dryad. Like, it's definitely got potential to shut the opponent off of doing stuff. We already saw Wasteland, so I'm not really too worried about disruption as far as my lands. But there may be something else I'm not thinking of. Esper Sentinel's not a big deal. Sacred Foundry untapped go. Okay. So we can go Dryad, Land, Halfling. Could also just go ahead and strip mine. It's probably better. What do you got? Commando. Sure. Okay. So luckily Sentinel's not a super fast clock, so we can afford to strip mine their bivouac here, keep them off red. Pearl's actually a really good draw. We need a second green source for Titania eventually, but we do have Halfling. Yeah. Forest, Uro, Ramanop. I mean, Ramanop would have been nice, but it's okay. They scoop. Okay. GG. So, yeah, I mean, that's what can happen when you have strip mine in your opener. It's kind of what I was talking about last match. It was like we hadn't seen strip mine in the opening hand. That's obviously where it thrives the most. Shutting your opponent off early before they have creatures and pressure. We were on the play that game, which was a pretty big part of not getting pressured. I mean, Renegade Rallier is only decent. Like, if they, I don't even know when it would be good. I don't think it would ever really be that good. It's only good in the case where we have strip mine in the graveyard. We can enable it somehow. If we had a few more red cards, I'd think about the Kinesis, but we only have 3 red cards, and hard casting it's not gonna be fast enough to deal with their stuff. It is technically a consideration though. Okay, just run with this. This doesn't do anything. I think I have to ship it, unfortunately. Okay, strip mine. No red source for exploration, but we have good lands. We have a halfling. Strip mine. Yeah, keep. Probably just bottom the field of the dead. We're a long way from 7 lands. I could bottom Valakut, but if we draw a red source, it's going to be better than most of these lands. Mommy. Okay. Yeah, do what strip mine does best. Take them off their colors here. Okay, you're safe for a few turns. Don't worry. You can play your cards. They have a lot of duels. It's pretty good for them. Yeah, safe Mother of Runes attacks. Play Halfling. And then I guess like Growth Chamber. It's always awkward to bounce a Triome. It's just kind of what we have to do though. Ooh, 3 colors. They still managed to get there through a strip mine. Carnosaur 3 on the halfling, sure. Take 4. Yeah, that's a pretty good clock. Pretty good. Excavator. See if they got removal. Ancient Tomb. Eesh. Some big dragon. Yeah, that's GG. That'll do her. Yeah, too many tap lands. I actually don't need all these lands. I don't know why I'm playing all of them. Should probably just play more basics. Yeah, GG. GG. No changes really. But I could switch up these lands so we don't run into that problem again. Because I don't have too many color requirements actually. And we're not getting too much of a bonus out of these bounce lands. Apart from their just inherent value. Sometimes they're just more awkward than they're worth. Alright. Let's go. Play first. Yes. This looks like a keep. Hopefully our Wayfinder doesn't get bolted. Opponent mold to 6. Kept 6. Okay, need them to not play a bolt. Don't path my guy. Please. Okay, no path. Awkward. It's not that awkward, actually. It's fine. I didn't have anything to play post-combat anyway. Okay, red land carries Zev. Another Mox. Okay. I'm not big on my opponents playing 2 mana, 3 toughness creatures against my Wayfinder. It's been a common theme here. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay. Go ahead. Kavu's pretty good. We have 3 land types without Dryad, so it's going to be a 3/3 if they have like a way to deal with Dryad. Lingering Souls, okay, not too bad. When it attacks, okay. They could eat the auger for 2 spirits. I don't think I mind that. If they do it on the Wayfinder, I can rally her. Okay. I think I just go ahead and play these, huh? There's not that much point in waiting. I mean, if they don't have removal for Kabu, we can hit a lot for, or we can hit for a lot with Weatherseed Treaty. But they still have 5 cards in hand. They're hitting their land drops, so if they go like Palace Jailer, kill the Kabu. Oh, this looks like a Glory Bringer. That doesn't kill Kabu, but it does kill Dryad. Oh. Okay. It's pretty good too. Sure. Take a bunch of damage. Discard a land. They exile a land. Okay, they already played one for the turn, though. I can attack for a bit. Do I play this? Yeah, I guess because we have Coven, right? Yeah. Life from the Loam. So what can they do on the crackback here? 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 5, 17. I guess I throw it on the Wayfinder. We can surveil the Life from the Loam in the graveyard. Make sure we get a hit in with it. And then just like leave the rest back, I guess. I can maybe attack with Rallier. I guess I have to threaten lethal, huh? So they actually block. The Lingering Soul's out. Jump, okay. If I surveil to hit a oh, they're gonna trade. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, no, I do still have the different because Wayfinder's pumped. I still have Coven. Oh, they're not gonna trade. Okay, fair enough. Ooh, so close. That would have been nice. Only got 3 mana though. Okay, I mean, they could draw something here for sure. If they get like a squee, that'd be pretty bad. But I think we can survive it. I think the one main punt I made on the turn where I just kind of dumped everything was I could be looting with Kavu. They drew Palace Jailer. That's pretty good. It's very good. It's probably, I mean, honestly, probably the best draw they could have possibly gotten. Apart from maybe like 4th Aerlingus. They don't even attack with the spirits. Okay. Scape shift. Ugh. Under your control. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to attack with Rallier really. They could just like trade with Spirit, and I don't think that's good to take away Coven. Scape shift also doesn't do much. Gets the rest of our lands out of our library, I guess. I don't like them drawing a million cards every turn. Yeah, we're at 11 now. This is bad. Okay. A lot of creatures. Give me something. Ogier, okay. That is technically something. They have 5 blockers. I have 6 attackers. They're at 4. I could crew up or activate Bivouac to threaten lethal. I guess I play Ogier first. Okay, do I go for it here? I guess so. GG. Got there. Cool, 3-0. So that means we get to do another draft, which is sweet. Not sure if I'm going to put that on this video or put it on another top 8 video. We'll see. I guess you'll know if you're watching this. Yeah, on to the next draft.